Okay, so here we are live. So just give you a moment to gather. Crazy Heart Yoga first in. Nadia, how do you do? Yeah. Okay, so tonight's class, it just came to me in a flash, and you can't, bottle this thing up. You've just got to do it when it happens. So I had an idea during one of the modules of an online teacher training that I was doing. This was kind of a spontaneous thing. It was like, well, to try and show the pose families. So what I mean by the pose families are yoga poses that are, that you can easily transition to, that maybe you don't need to go through a vinyasa to do. So when I say vinyasa, I mean forward bend to plank, down, up, down dog, and back to the front. So, and but I also thought, well, at the same time, this would be really good for anybody who's just sort of starting out in yoga and thinking that, oh, I have to do this sun salutation and backwards and forwards and all of this sort of thing. When you don't really, I mean, you can do a lot of poses by just starting in one place. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to just start in a wide-legged position, and then from that wide-leg position, I'm going to see how many actual yoga poses I can go to without actually moving the feet too much. So we're kind of going to stay wide-legged really, but then I'm going to just sort of show that little movements, and then the next thing is, you can put a whole sort of long sequence of yoga poses together and a full, you're going to get all of the twists and back bends and stretches, hip openers and everything that you would in a normal practice that's got a vinyasa in it. But just by little movements here and there, you can link them all together without any of them things. So if you're, for instance, if you've got weak wrists or you get pain in your wrists and that press up thing up and down, it's just not really an option to you to do. Well, this is a kind of a way of having, it's still a vinyasa, because vinyasa means like movement with the breath. So we're still going to be moving with the breath. We're just not going to be linking it together with this up, down, down, dog. So what I mean is if you're new to yoga and you're thinking about having your own practice and you think, oh, I have to do all that, you don't. We'll do a sequence today that starts wide-legged, and then we'll go through it until we get to the balances and things like that. So I will stop rambling now and we shall go to our mats. So if you come to your mat and just stand with your feet a little bit further apart than hip distance apart. Okay, so this is this is our starting point here, and then we'll just see how many poses we can do from here. So just you'll get your feet far enough apart that they feel comfortable into the floor. You don't want to feel like you're rolling over on the ankles like this. Just get the feet planted into the floor, and this is kind of going to be our place, our starting place. So let's just give the arms a shake out, give the shoulders a little roll, close your eyes, take a nice big inhale, fill yourself all the way up, and a nice long sigh on the exhale. Just let them shoulders relax. Let all that air out. Inhale again fully, inhale. Exhale fully. And just return to gentle abdominal breathing. So thinking that your chin is level with the floor, you want to feel like your head is over your shoulders and your shoulders are over your hips, so you don't want to feel like you're leaning forward or leaning back. Get that nice central feeling of nice long spine, head over the shoulders, and their weight is evenly distributed through both feet. So bring the hands forward and turn the palms up to face the ceiling. And then don't lean forward, but reach as far forward as you can. Palms are turned so they're facing up towards the ceiling. And then raise the arms all the way up. Keep the palms facing the back of the room and then turn the palms to face each other. Try and bring the biceps alongside the ears, and then inhale, really reach up from the middle of the back, middle of the chest, use all the shoulders, and then lift the head and look up between the hands. All the time you're pushing into the feet, but you're reaching up through the fingers. Nice big deep breaths. Bring the chin level with the floor, turn the palms to face the sides of the room, and then bring the arms all the way down to the sides. Turn the palms to face the front and bring the hands forward. So again, don't lean forward, but reach, spread the back, reach through the fingers, take deep breaths. And then raising the arms, try and bring the biceps alongside the ears, turn the palms to face each other, reach up and then look up between the hands. Keep reaching all the way as tall as you can be. Turn the palms out, bring the chin level with the floor, and bring the arms all the way down, and then bring them back to the heart space. Relax your shoulders, close the eyes, take a big breath, and a nice sigh on the exhale. Inhale, reach up, salute the sun, and as you exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands to the heart space, and sit down into your goddess pose. So now just turn the feet out to the side a little bit, kind of 10 to 2, but sit straight down. So when you sit down, you don't want to feel like you're leaning forward like this. You want to bring the head over the shoulders, over the hips. Hands are still at the heart space, shoulders are relaxed. So close the eyes and nice big deep breaths. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, see if you can sit down a little deeper. Again, sit up nice and straight as you can. Big breaths. Hey, Shakti. And then inhale, straighten the legs, reach up, salute the sun. And then exhale, fold forward, soften the knees. And if you've been using your yoga block, you can use your yoga block here. But then exhale with the knees just gently bent and let the crown of the head come down towards the floor. Keeping the knees soft. Inhale, roll up through the spine. Again, turn the palms all the way out. Inhale, reach up. Reach and look up between the hands. And then exhale, bring the hands to the heart space. Inhale, raise the arms up. And then exhale, bring the hands around and into the small of the back. So you kind of want to support as much of the lower back as you can. This is like a little body belt. And then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Squeeze the elbows together. So you see as you squeeze your shoulder blades together, it lifts the chest. So keep that chest lifted and then move your hips forward towards the front edge of the mat. But then keep lifting the chest and then lift the head and let the head lay back. So nice and gentle, don't push it. Listen to yourself, try and keep nice deep breaths. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, gently fall forward. This time keeping the legs straight. If you need your yoga block, have your yoga block. You can keep your yoga block in front of you really here. But exhaling, letting the crown of the head come down towards the floor. Soften the knees, inhale, roll up through the spine, open the arms, open the palms, reach up, look up. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart space. Inhale, salute the sun. Reach up, look up. Exhale, swallow dive forward, tummy in, straight legs. If you need your yoga block, take your block. Bring your hands underneath your chest. And then bend your left knee and bring your left hand underneath your chest. So you can have it on your yoga block like this. And then bring the right hand down towards the floor. And on your next inhale, you're going to try and straighten the left leg and roll the right shoulder open. And see if you can really push into that hand on the floor, roll the chest open and look up to that right hand. Nice, big, deep breaths. If you want to try a little bind, you can turn your hand to face the back of the room and then bring the arm all the way around the back. Find a hold of your left thigh, but keep rolling that right shoulder open. Look up, big breaths. Well done. Release the bind, bring the arm back up. Bring the hand back down to the floor or your yoga block. Straighten the legs, lift up to a flat back, tummy in. Exhale, forward bend. Bring the crown of the head down towards the floor. Inhale, lift up. Bring the right hand underneath the chest or onto your yoga block. Bend your right knee. Left hand down to the floor. On an inhale, roll the left shoulder up and try and straighten the right leg and turn and look up to that left hand. Nice big deep breaths. If the bind is in your practice, turn the palm all the way around, bring the hand around the back and reach for the right thigh. But don't let that left shoulder collapse, keep rolling that left shoulder open, big breaths. Well done, release, raise the arm, exhale, bring the hand back down, lift to a flat back, tummy in, exhale, forward bend. Soften the knees, inhale, come all the way up, reach up, salute the sun, and exhale the hands to the heart space. So turn your right toes out to face straight off the end of the mat, and then your left toes are square to the back edge of the mat, and your hips and chest in line with this outside edge of the mat. So all we've done is basically turn our right foot out, raise the arms to shoulder height, and then roll the palms all the way open until you feel the shoulder blades go down your back. And then keeping the shoulder blades there, flick the palms over, reach through the fingers, big inhale, tummy in, and then exhale, just bend in the right knee, fold into that front knee. So again, we don't want to lean like this, think head is over the shoulders, over the hips, hips and chest are square with the outside edge of the mat. I'm reaching out through my fingers, big deep breaths, and my right knee is rolling to the outside edge of the mat. Big breaths, and then turn the head, look to the middle finger on the right hand, big breaths. So keeping the arms where they are, we're going to inhale, straighten the right leg, turn the right foot square to the outside edge of the mat, turn your left toes out to the side. Again, keep that alignment with the outside edge of the mat, and on an exhale, just bending the left knee. Again, think head over the shoulders, keep that long spine, your alignment with the outside edge of the mat, and turn and look to the middle finger on the left hand. Big breaths. Well done. Straighten the left leg, turn the palms to face up, turn the left foot to fit square to the edge of the mat. Inhale, raise the arms, exhale, fold forward, tummy in, let the crown of the head come down towards the floor. Soften the knees, inhale, come all the way up, reach up, Salute the sun. And then turn your palms to face the outside edge of the room and bring the arms back to shoulder height. Reach through the fingers, turn your right toes out again. So same foot position as before, inhale, and then exhale, bend the right knee, bend the right elbow, bring the right forearm down onto the thigh and reach up through the left hand and look up to that left hand. So think you're pushing the hip forward as you lean back into the shoulder. You don't kind of want to be like this. You want to open the front of the chest. So this left shoulder faces the ceiling, and that makes that left arm going up really easy. Turn the head, look up to that left hand and bend into that right knee. Nice big breaths. If it's in your practice and you can keep the body open like this, you can open that right hand down towards the floor. But if it makes you roll in like this to get to the floor, come back up to the forearm. But if you can bring the hand down and then turn the top palm to face the front of the room and extend the arm over the head. But again, think this shoulder is open. You don't want to roll forward. Keep nice and open, long spine, and reach through the fingers. Big breaths. Well done. Inhale, come back up to your warrior. Straighten the right leg, turn the right foot square, turn the left toes out to the sides. Remember that alignment. Inhale, exhale, bend in the left knee, bend the left elbow, bring the forearm onto the thigh, roll the chest open and reach up through the right hand. Remember the hip is moving forward as you lean back, so you open up the length of the spine, the Sushumna Nadi. Again, if you'd like to open that left hand down, it's okay to leave it on the thigh, and you can turn that right palm and reach over the head. Well done. Inhale, raise the arm, come back up to your warrior, straighten the legs, turn the feet to the side, open the palms, inhale, reach up, exhale, fall forward, relax, shake the head out, yes and no. You can adjust the feet, you can give your hips a little wiggle from side to side, you can roll your shoulders, just bring yourself all the way back into the game. And then soften the knees, inhale, come all the way up, reach up, salute the sun. Exhale, the hands to the heart space. So turning the right toes out to the side again. And then the back foot this time, we just want to turn 45. So you turn that back heel out, and that way you can swivel your hips to face the front of the mat. So you kind of don't want to be stood like this. Once you're there, really draw that right hip back and push the left hip forward. So you kind of want to have your hips facing forward. Now you might want to open your feet to the side a little bit. If you're in a tightrope, like as in like one foot directly beyond the other, it'll be really unbalanced. So open your feet hip distance apart and then swivel the hips and push down through the feet. Okay. Hands are at the heart space. We're going to inhale, raise the arms up to shoulder height, and then exhale, bring them around the back and into a reverse prayer, like a reverse namaste. So, into the back like this. Now, if you can't get the hands like that, just take a hold of the elbows like this. But you want to keep them quite tight because you want this opening up in the chest that happens. So, if you've got your hands in the prayer or hold of your elbows, please be patient, wait for me to catch up. There we go. Now swivel and face the outside edge of the mat, push into that back heel and then lean back over the hands and see if you can lift your head and look up. Big breaths, push into that back heel. Inhale, lift the head, and then exhale, see if you can fold over that front leg. So you want that leg straight. As soon as it wants to bend, come up to where it's straight. But if you can, just relax over that leg. Try and keep pushing the palms together. Pushing that left hip forward, right hip back. If you want a little challenge, you can see if you can come up onto the front heel. Well done. Bring the foot down, bend the knee. Inhale, come all the way up and around to the side again. So turning the left toes out and then stepping that right heel round so I can square my hips to the back edge of the mat, push the palms together or hug the elbows, push into that back heel and then lean back over the hands. Lift the head, look up. Inhale, lift the head, and exhale, see if you can fold over that front leg. Remember, keeping the legs straight, try and keep the hips square to the back of the mat, pushing the palms together. And if it's in your practice, you can lift onto that front heel. Well done. Bring the foot down, bend the knee, inhale, come up and turn to the side. Good job. Release the hands, let the hands float all the way up and bring the hands together into a prayer. Bind the hands together, bring them to the heart space and just make some circles through the wrists. Release any tension. So we're doing all right, aren't we? We're doing all right. I still think I've got a few to go. So shake the hands out and then bring the hands to the heart space. Turn your right toes out to the side. This time again, keeping the legs straight. So the best way to keep the legs straight, engage the thigh muscles. So hips and chest are square to the side of the mat and the arms are up to shoulder height, reaching through the fingers, shoulders relaxed down the back. Inhale. And on the exhale, just fold into that right hip, just into here and reach as far forward as you can. So again, don't roll forward. Just allow yourself to reach as far forward as you can and then windmill the arms open. Bring the right hand down to the right leg, or if you need your yoga block, but then roll that left shoulder open. So again, this left hip is moving forward as I'm rolling the chest open and reaching up through that left hand. See if I can turn and look up to that left hand. Turn the palm to face the front and extend the arm over the head. Well done. Raise the arm, bend the front knee, come back to a warrior, and then straighten the legs. Turn the feet to the side and then open the left foot. So remember that alignment. Legs are straight, engage the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, fold into that left hip. Reach as far forward as you can. And then windmill the arms open and turn and look up to that right hand. Remember the hip is moving forward, rolling the chest open. Shoulders down the back. Turn the palm to face the front and extend the arm over the head. Well done. Raise the arm, bend the front knee, come back to your warrior. Straighten the legs, turn the feet to the side. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, forward bend. Lift to a flat back, find some space, adjust the feet. And exhale, just let yourself relax over crown of the head, coming down to the floor. Soften the knees, inhale, come all the way up, reach up, salute the sun. Exhale the hands to the heart space. Inhale, salute the sun. Exhale, swallow dive forward, tummy in. Bring the hands down to the floor. And then walk your hands around to the left-hand side of your mat. Turn onto your heel and your toe and drop your back knee down to the floor. Turn the toes flat and then come back until you can straighten that front leg. So again, if you need your yoga block, that's absolutely fine, or even if you need your belt. Lift to a flat back. Again, try and square the hips to the outside edge of the mat. And as you exhale, keep the chin lifted so it keeps the front body long, and try and bring the head down towards the front of the mat. So inhale, lift, and exhale, relax. You can walk the hands forward towards the front edge of your mat. Draw the toes back towards the knee, try and engage the thigh muscle. And then bend the front knee and inhale, come up to a low lunge. So bring the hands to the heart space. Shoulders are down the back, tummy is in. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, turn all the way round to the left and then bring that right elbow down onto the left knee. Draw the shoulders down the back and then try and push into the palm so you can draw the thumbs in towards the sternum and look up over that left shoulder. So again, keep this left shoulder pulled down and away from the ear. Don't let it collapse, and turn and look up. If it's in your practice, you can turn your back toes under and lift the knee up off the floor. But if you're going to do that, really push down through the back heel. Well done. Drop the back knee down to the floor. Inhale, release. Turn the back toes under, lift the knee, turn the foot square to the outside edge of the mat, walk the hands into the center, lift to a flat back, tummy in, exhale, forward bend. Lift to a flat back, walk around to the right hand side of the mat, come onto your back toes, drop the back knee down to the floor and walk the hands back until you can straighten the front leg. Lift the chest, tummy in, and then exhale, fold forward, keeping the chest lifted, length through the body. You can walk the hands forward. And then inhale, come up into a low lunge. Bring the hands to the heart space. So shoulders are down the back, push into the palms, keep the elbows high, tummy is in, big inhale. Exhale, turn all the way round to the right. Bring the left elbow down to the knee. Again, shoulders are down the back, push into the palms, look up over your right shoulder, tummy in, big deep breaths. If it's in your practice, you can push that back heel down and straighten the back leg. Well done, drop the back heel. Inhale to the center. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor. Turn the back toes under, lift the knee. Turn the foot square to the back of the mat. And then turn to the outside edge of your mat again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Salute the sun. Exhale the hands to the heart space. Well done. Step the feet together. Bring the hands down, give the hips a little shake, give the shoulders a shake. We'll give the hips a little rest for a moment. Okay, when you're ready, feet are hip distance apart. I know, right? Feet are hip distance apart. Planted into the floor again. Hands are at the heart space. Inhale. Salute the sun, reach up. exhale, swallow dive forward, tummy in, lift up to a flat back, and then bend your right knee and bring your right knee underneath your right hip, and then your left foot straighten out to the side, but then you want your hips and chest in line with this outside edge of the mat again. And then we're going to take the left hand to just below the belly button, palm facing up. The right hand is going to go on top, and then the thumbs touch, and then just close your eyes and breathe as if you're breathing into your tummy. So you want that as if you're breathing into the palms of your hands. Nice big deep breaths. On an inhale, open the eyes and make a big circle with the arms until you can bring your fingertips together above the head. Inhale. And then exhale, fold straight over to the left. So don't lean forward, just fold into that left hip. And then bring that left hand down as if it's moving down towards the left knee. And then this right hand reaches up over the head and lift the head, look up. So again, be careful not to fold forward. Keep this hip moving forward, opening that shoulder, but reaching all the time through that top hand so we get that lovely stretch through the side body. We'll go and inhale, raise your arms, bring the hands to the heart space, bend your left knee, and then step your right foot out to the side. So again, set yourself, get comfortable, get that alignment on the side of the mat, left hand below the belly button, right hand on top, thumbs touch, close your eyes, nice deep, big deep breaths into the tummy. And an inhale, open the eyes, make a big circle with the arms, bring the fingertips together above the head, and then exhale, fold straight over to the right, bring the right hand down towards the right knee or ankle and reach up over the head with that left hand, lift the gaze. Again, be careful not to roll forward, keep the front body open, big breaths. Well done. Inhale, come up, bring the hands to the heart space, bring the knees together, and then we're going to bring the toes together like this, and then let yourself sit down and onto the heels. So I know a lot of people are tight in the knees and the hips. If you need to get sort of up and onto your yoga block or your cushion, whatever it is, just take some of the fizz out of the knees. But once you've got there, keeping the toes together and the sit bones in contact with the heels, we're going to open the knees as wide apart as we can, and then come back to sitting nice and upright. So again, don't lean forward. Again, sit on your block, use your cushion, and once you think you've got your knees as far apart as you can, open them up a little bit more, and then come back down to seated. So this is one of these poses where your mind is playing as big a part in this as your knees and your hips are, because it's the attachment in your mind that's making you react. So be slow, bring yourself to the breath, and as you exhale, try and release and let go. You'll find the tension in your mind will be making the body kind of wanting to lift up like this, but just sit down, let gravity do its thing, bring the hands onto the knees, eyes are closed, shoulders are relaxed, and just that focus on the breath. So keeping your knees apart and your sit bones in contact with the heel. I shall turn to the side so you can see this. So toes are together and sit bones are still in contact with my heels. I'm going to bring the hands to the floor and I'm going to slowly walk the hands forward. So I'm not coming forward like this. I'm keeping the sit bones in contact with the heels. The knees are nice and wide. And then I'm going to sort of reach for the front of the mat until I can bring my forearms down. So I'm not dropping my chest down. I'm just bringing my forearms down to the floor like this. Okay, so the goal of this is to try and keep the toes together and on the floor. So we inhale, we come all the way forward and see if you can lay your hips down and onto the floor. Keeping the toes together and the toes down near the floor. And then exhale, we're going to push all the way back to that starting point. So inhale forward, let the hips lay down, toes are together and on the floor. On an exhale, push into the hands, push all the way back. And we'll do one more because it feels so good. Inhale all the way forward and then let the feet come up so they face, the soles of the feet face the ceiling. Knees are still wide apart and then open the feet until you can bring your big toes down to the floor and then try and roll the inside of the ankles in towards the floor. Keep supported in the forearms like a Sphinx pose. And then come up onto your big toes and try and roll the outside of your ankles down towards the floor. Again, keeping that Sphinx pose, shoulders back, push into the forearms. And then come back up onto the toes. And then see if you can bring the soles of the feet together and see if you can bring the feet back down to the floor. And then push into the forearms, come all the way back to the seated position. Eyes are closed, 2 big breaths. Bring the hands to the floor, bring the knees together, come onto all fours, and then we'll have our cat pose. So exhale, tummy in, turn the tailbone under, let the head hang, inhale, open, exhale, close, and then come to a flat back, sit back onto your heels, come up to a crouching position. So see if you can bring your big toes together, your heels together, your ankles and your knees together, but you're still up onto your tippy toes. So find a mark to look at on the floor that isn't going to move and see if you can bring your hands to your heart space. So try and be nice and tall, head over the shoulders, over the hips. So keep that alignment with the body there, and what we're going to try and do is just move the front of the ankles forward so we can lift the knees up towards the chest. On an inhale, push into the toes and come all the way up, staying on the tippy toes. And then bring the heels down and shake the feet out. So, well done everybody. Well done. So, our balance section. Taking the weight into the left leg, shift the weight over into that left leg and really move over so you feel like all the weight is driving through that leg. Lift the thigh muscle. Find something in front of you that isn't going to move so you can fix your gaze And then lift the pelvic floor and tummy in. Hands are at the heart space. On an inhale, raise the right knee. Lift it a little higher. And then see if you can straighten that right leg. And then come down. So we're going to come into tree pose. So either below the knee on the calf like this, or above on the thigh, but just not on the knee itself. Fix your gaze. Big breaths. Bring that right knee forward and step the foot down, shake the standing leg out, and then move the weight over into the right leg, lift the thigh, shift the weight over, fix your gaze, lift the pelvic floor, tummy in, and raise the left knee. Try and lift it a little higher, and then see if you can straighten the left leg. Well done. Bend the knee, come into your tree pose, so above or below the knee, but not on the knee itself. Well done. Bring the left knee forward, step the feet together, shake out the standing leg, and then keeping your right foot in the middle of the mat, step your left foot out towards the back of the mat, and then turn your right toes to face the front of the mat. So you might need your yoga block here. You want it about a foot ahead of your right foot and slightly out to the right hand side. So left hand goes onto the left hip, inhale, and then exhale, bend that right knee, and then see if you can bring your hand down and onto that yoga block. If you can bring it down onto the floor, by all means do that. Okay, so find a mark on your mat to look at that isn't going to move, and on an inhale we're going to step into that right leg and lift the left leg. So keep looking at that mark on the floor. While you're doing that, see if you can roll this left shoulder and left hip open to face the ceiling, and then that left arm will easily reach up. If you're leaning forward, you'll have to sort of do something like this, which is just horrible. So use the block. Well done. Then the front knee, step the feet together, lift to a flat back, and exhale into a forward bend. Step the right foot back, bring your yoga block to the left, or bring your left hand to the floor, right hand onto your right hip. Again, find that mark on the floor to look at. Inhale, step into the left leg, raise the right leg, roll the right shoulder and right hip open, reach up through the right hand. Well done. Step the feet together, lift to a flat back, inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees. Come down to a seated position. Shakti. Well done. Lifting any muscles away from your sit bones. You may need your yoga belt at this point if you want to pop that around your feet. So it's just there. And then try not to slump like this. Think crown of the head is lifted, tummy's in, shoulders are down. So I've got a long spine. Engage the thighs, draw the toes back, and then left hand on the lap, right hand on top like we did before. Close your eyes, connect with your breath. Open the palms to face the ceiling. Inhale, reach up, really reach up, and then exhale, keep reaching, reaching, reaching as you fold forward, reaching for the belt or your shins or ankles if you can, the soles of the feet. Lift to a flat back, shoulders are back, tummy in, and exhale, fold forward. Again, think crown of the head is moving towards the front of the mat, long spine. So keep the forward bend, lift the head, look up, and bring the hands alongside the thighs. So, as you inhale, you're going to draw your shoulders down the back, push into the hands, and see if you can lift your bum up off the floor. Well done. Lower down. Bend the right knee, bring the right foot to the inside of the thigh. Again, if you need your yoga belt, pop it around your foot. But inhale, reach up, look up, and exhale as you fall forward, reaching for your yoga belt. If you can, your foot, lift to a flat back, tummy in, and exhale, fold forward. Well done. Inhale, come up, lift that right leg, place that right foot on the outside of the left knee, sit back, draw that left knee across towards your shoulder, left hand comes over the knee to keep it in place, and the right hand is going to come around behind, and as you push into the palms, sit up nice and tall, inhale, tummy in, and exhale, turn, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, turn all the way around, have a little counter twist. And then come back to the centre, and we're just going to take that left foot out to the side. So we'll try and get the knees on top of each other and then come to seated. So we've done the hips this way, we just want to close them back off by stretching on the outside of the hips. If you need your yoga belt over your foot, but inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold forward, tummy in, reaching for the foot or your belt. So be careful because this knee is really keeping this bottom leg straight, so it's a bigger stretch. Lift to a flat back and exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lift up. So if you can, I mean, if your knee is really high already, you want to be sat up onto your yoga blocks or cushions. But if you can, we're going to lean back, and then this right foot we're going to take out to the left hand side like this. And then see if you can come to seated. So ideally you would like both sit bones on the floor. And I know this is a really big experience in the hips, but we're just closing off from all of them opening that we did earlier in the class. So you're probably feeling even a little bit more. And don't forget, you can get your thumbs in there, massage them muscles. If you're feeling tight anywhere, you can massage them muscles. Even that little fist, you can just loosen off the hip on both sides. But if you can, again, just try and be as peaceful with it as you can. If you'd like to take it a bit further, you can inhale, reach up, and exhale, fall forward, reach for the front of your mat, and then see if you can bring your forearms down to the floor. Inhale, lift up. So we're going to bring the hands around to the left. Bring your hands under, I'm showing you a magic trick here. So hands are down onto the floor, and then you want to step into your feet, walk your feet all the way around to the other side, and you should just come back to where you were, but with the other leg on top. I know, either that or you look like you've just tried to leave the room, but anyway, it's left over right if that didn't work out. And then you can take a hold of the toes, or you can, you know, massage into the hips. You can just loosen off any tension. If you'd like to do the next step, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fall forward. Bring the forearms down towards the floor. And then inhale, come up. So the bottom leg, the right leg, which is on the left hand side, we're going to straighten until we can bring that left knee over the top of the right with the foot out to the side. Again, if you need to pop your belt over the foot. And then inhale, raise the arms, reach up, look up. Exhale, falling forward, reaching for your belt. If you can, the foot, lift to a flat back, and then exhale, fold over that front leg. Tummy in. Well done. Inhale, come up and bring that right foot to the outside of the left knee. Draw that left knee across towards your right shoulder. Bring that right arm over the top just to secure it. Left hand comes behind. Inhale, lift, and exhale, turn, look over the left shoulder. Well done. Inhale, turn all the way around. Have a little counter twist. And then straighten the legs. And then bring the hands underneath the knees. Hug the knees in. Gently roll down onto the back. And have a gentle roll from side to side. So bring the heels down to the floor, hands are flat, inhale, lift the hips, reach up, bring the hands underneath the body into fire hands, try and get a little higher up onto your shoulders, and as you push the hands down, stamp into the feet, turn the tailbone under, long in the back of the neck, big breaths. Well done, release. Hug the knees into the chest. Little rock from side to side. And then bring your left hand onto your right knee, right hand out to the side, and on an exhale, lower the knees to the left and turn the head, look to the outstretched right hand. Let the knees come back into the centre. Hug them in, a little rock forwards and backwards, and then right hand to left knee, left hand out to the side. And then exhale, lower the knees to the right, turn and look to the left hand. Release the knees into the centre, hug them in. And then open the knees, reach between the knees, take a hold of the feet, pull down on the feet like you're trying to get your knees to touch the floor either side of your body, roll over till your left knee touches the floor, roll over till your right knee touches the floor, and you're happy, baby. You can roll forwards and backwards, just to realign the spine. When you're ready, lying down, ready for your Shavasana. Let the feet come out to the side, let the feet fall out, hands are out to the sides, palms facing up. Push into the back of the head, lift the shoulders, draw the shoulders down the back, lay the shoulders down, get comfortable. Take a big inhale, fill yourself all the way up, and a nice long sigh on the exhale. On the inhale, start to repeat a mantra in your mind. So as you inhale, I am. Exhale, receiving. Inhale, I am. Exhale, accepting. Inhale, I am. Exhale, accepting. Inhale, I am. Exhale, receiving. And receiving all the gifts the universe has for me today. The gift of life, the gift of breath, the gift of movement, the gift of family, the gift of friends, and accepting all these gifts into my life. I accept myself as perfect with all my imperfections. Inhale, I am. Exhale, receiving. Inhale, I am. Exhale, accepting. Slowly starting to bring yourself back. Starting to become aware of your breath, gently moving fingers and toes, reconnecting the mind, body, spirit. On your next inhalation, raise your arms up and over your head and have a real early morning stretch. Stretch through your fingers, stretch through your toes, bring yourself right the way back into the here and now. And then gently hugging the knees into the chest, rolling onto the right hand side. And when you're ready, come into a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Eyes are closed, hands are on the knees, shoulders are relaxed, tummy is relaxed. Take your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your tummy, and just take a few moments for your gratitude practice today. Feeling what you're truly grateful for in this moment today. Bring the hands to a prayer at the third eye, lower them to the heart space, tip the chin forward. Look after the universe that you live in and the planet that you live on. Take care of all your family and friends. By all your family and friends, I mean all living creatures that live, walk and breathe upon this earth. Inhale the hands to the third eye. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you very much, everybody. So I hope you can see there that, like, you know, each pose, even when we got to the floor, you know, they just linked together really easily. So we didn't have to do a lot in order to do a lot. I mean, we did a lot of poses during the hour. So I hope you really enjoyed it. So don't forget that on Friday, we're here again. Friday, 6:30, all Dave, all night. Don't miss it on Dave TV. See you next time.